If you are a student, you are not going to do well in the corporate career. Yes, you heard me right. Many of the students whom I am coming across today are only focusing on the studies which their universities or the programs they have signed up for and just spend their time just focusing on them. Is that good enough? Is that something which will help you be successful in your corporate career? And the answer is no. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anis Merchant and I hope you're enjoying today's content. One of the key things which I've been focusing on certain of these videos which are targeted towards students or people who will be joining the corporate career is an endeavor not only to help them build successful careers in the long run, but also personally for me, if I was an Avenger today and if I have to go back, use a time machine and go back to the time when I was graduating and I was getting into the corporate career, these are the feedback I would have given up to myself. It has been late for me and I hope these content are helpful for you to build your career further. Today, I see this as a big problem and a big issue which many of the students or individuals who are coming out of universities are lacking. And the key aspect is they have acquired skills which these institutions or education platforms have only taught them. They have not gone ahead, and when I say they, the students have not gone ahead and acquired skills which are away or inclusive are far more than what they were being directed to. Today, it happens more on the western side or the western part of the world, but still on the eastern part of the world, and especially in countries like India and many of these southern Asian countries, I see this as a big gap. Many of the students today are relying on institutions or education or colleges or schools to just focus and provide them the path. That's not enough. Today, the best part of the internet is that it allows you to acquire skills more than what you had in the past 10 years. Today, each one of you should start thinking about building a portfolio of skills which are related or are also related to the passion areas which you may be focusing on. I've already done a video where I have spoken about skills which you can acquire through various platforms which are free. You don't even have to spend a dime or definitely you have to spend time, but you don't have to spend money to go ahead and acquire those skills or those certifications which are available on those platforms. And believe me or not, when I talk about certifications, I don't want you to just focus on certifications or just have your resume or your profile filled up with certifications. You need to really focus on acquiring skills which are related to the areas which you are passionate about. For example, you are studying finance or you're studying a law degree or you're studying something in the data or the technology side. Yes, there will be curriculums and there will be programs which your university or your institution will be charting the path. But what are those parallel skills which are related to the same topic, whether it's in the finance, whether it's in the law degree or data or technology, which you can start acquiring, which will be helpful for you to not only be relevant, current, and also staying ahead. Secondly, the institutions, some of the content is still a little back or still outdated and it is not keeping in current with what is happening in the entire industry. And hence, it is important for you to start researching, okay, I'm learning this specific topic. Is there an upgrade? Is there a new thesis or a new process which has been introduced, which you should be aware of, which will help you enhance your skills further? So that's my second tip. The third tip, all of us have hobbies as we are young. All of us have areas which we are passionate about. Why not go ahead and put them to good use by teaching yourself and enhancing your skills further? Let me tell you, whether these are creative skills or whether these are technical skills which you are passionate about, you should definitely go ahead and build interest and build your skill further. Because these skills in your corporate career will, or if you're thinking about starting your own business, will definitely go a long way. And you should not think about just stalling yourself or focusing on skills or focusing on areas which only your institution has told you to focus on. The other piece which really helps to drive or to learn about these different topics or skills or acquire these skills, it widens your horizon. It helps you to start focusing on enhancing your skills at a much different level. So my intention of doing this content is not to just tell you, hey, study more or go ahead and acquire more skills, but it will help you to not only widen your horizon, but allow you to think about multiple career paths which you can choose and not just rely on that one particular path which you have created for yourself or somebody has guided you to do that. You can go ahead and have different launch pads as you start thinking about getting into the corporate career. And that's important. Today, I see many students not able to get a job or launch a career after they have completed their studies from premium institutions because they just focused on one singular path. Today, the world is different. Everybody has multiple choices. When we were young, we didn't. We had limited choices. Today, each one of you have multiple choices. So why not leverage that? Why not go ahead and make that your power or your strength, which will help you harness your skills and help you build your career much better, much different than the prior generations. I hope today's content has been helpful, and I didn't have any intention to say that the education institutions or studies are bad. In fact, I would recommend studies are far more important in this day and age than anything else. But yes, just having studies or education institutions or relying on them that they are the only path or the only medium where you would be wanting to focus on, then the answer is wrong. Second thing, you should not think about learning is going to stop once you graduate or you complete your studies, whether it's an undergrad or a diploma course. You have to start thinking about being a lifelong learner. And being a lifelong learner will help you go a long way. You don't have to restrict yourself on certain careers which you started off. I have switched careers 3 times in my lifetime. And the only thing which has helped me or allowed me to do that is studies or education which I have taught myself along the way or got an opportunity to be part of those institutions or those content areas where I've been able to harness my skills. So remember, you cannot plan forward, but when you look back, everything gets connected. And that's the key piece. So if you are building a prolific career in the future, think about what you're doing today. Think about how you're spending your time. Think about how you can really acquire skills which are far more than what you are currently pursuing. That will go a long way. I hope my content today is helpful, opens your eyes, and allows you to question things on your decisions and your choices. If you have any perspectives or thoughts or would like to connect with me and understand what can you do about it, how can you go about developing for the career, happy to reach out to me on my email, on Twitter or Instagram, and I'd love to connect with you. I hope you are keeping safe, stay healthy, and be blessed.